Some slaves were good workers and very obedient. Many took pride in what they did and loved their cabins and the plantation as if they actually owned them. Others were lazy, disobedient, and sometimes vicious. I wonder what kind of slave I would have been. I wonder if I would have been one of those lazy slaves who just were not willing to work for nothing, or disobedient because I just didn't want to be a slave. The loyal white men of Alabama saw that they could not depend on the laws or the state government to protect their families. They knew they had to do something to bring back law and order, to get the government back in the hands of honest men who knew how to run it. They, the Klan, held their courts in the dark forest at night. They passed sentence on the criminals and they carried out the sentence. Sometimes the sentence would be to leave the state. Okay, now my reaction to that is that on this page where it says that the Klan held their courts in the dark forest at night, now we know who the defendants were. The defendants were black people because the Klan was not there to pass judgment on white people. I knew this in the 4th grade because they told us. My teachers told us, and my mama, my daddy, and my grandmama told us. They passed sentence on the criminals and they carried out the sentence, which you know they would hang people. Strange fruit hanging from the trees. There's a song called Strange Fruit. As a little girl in the 4th grade, I could see clearly through this. My great-grandmother, and I knew her, was born a slave. So my mother and my grandmother had told us about slavery. So we knew better than this. And we had teachers who told us about slavery. Remember, this was 1959, I believe, when I was in the 4th grade. And the schools were segregated, so teachers could talk freely to us about things like slavery and tell us the real truth.
So you were in a segregated school. Did you skip over these passages? Did you?
As far as I remember, my 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Bertha A. Gibson, skipped over those pages and actually told us the real truth. And I don't really blame them a lot because that's what they were taught, and people generally believe what they are taught. They were taught that, and that's why mindset is important, that as you grow and you learn, then your mindset can change if you want it to.
Isn't that the danger, though? That it's so insidious that people don't see it coming, and before they're done, they're believing racist history?
That's true. They've been indoctrinated, so it's really not their fault. But it is up to us to do better. You know, once you're a grown man or a grown woman and you can go your own way, a lot of people go off to college and learn better. Once people get out of their set environment, a lot of times they learn better. When you learn better, you know better, you do better.